Hello sports fans, it is Wednesday, April the 10th, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Before we get into our NBA State of the Union, let's go through some scores of note from last night. I want to start with the Women's College Basketball Championship game where UConn just ran over Louisville, 93-60 in New Orleans. Geno Auriemma wins his 8th title at UConn. That ties Pat Summitt of Tennessee for the most national titles ever in women's college basketball. How good of a coach is Geno Auriemma? Before he got to UConn, they couldn't do anything. Now they are a perennial power. And how about Breanna Stewart, the freshman for UConn? One of the best freshman female basketball players I have ever seen. She had a tremendous tournament. She was lights out again last night. She could be one of the best players in the history of college basketball when it's all said and done. She still has 3 more full seasons at UConn. Tremendous player. I mean, just an absolutely tremendous player. Geno Auriemma, I mean, what a job he does. 8 national titles at UConn. Unbelievable. A lot of people have said, do you think Geno Auriemma could coach a men's team? Absolutely he could. I mean, but he's so important to the women's game. Why would he want to leave UConn? He's got a great thing going here. He's so important to the women's game. I mean, he doesn't need to prove anything going to coach the men. He could absolutely do it. Just like Pat Summitt, who used to coach Tennessee, she could have coached a men's team. Absolutely. But these people are so important to the women's game. Women's basketball needs Geno Auriemma at UConn. So he should stay right where he is. I don't think he has any plans of going. And hopefully he can break John Wooden's all-time record of 10 national titles in the years to come. So I want to congratulate UConn and their fans. Just a tremendous, tremendous job last night. Absolutely blew out Louisville, and this was not even one of UConn's better teams. They've had better teams in the past, and they still find a way to win a national title. I got to give Rick Pitino credit. Rick Pitino, who won on the men's side a couple days ago in Atlanta, he flew to New Orleans to support the Louisville Lady Cardinals. I got to give Pitino credit. Looked like he hadn't slept, but he was there cheering on Louisville. Now, I don't know if Louisville would have lost 2 nights ago if Pitino would have been in attendance, but I have to give him credit. He did show up last night, said he hadn't slept. He was cheering on the Lady Cardinals, but they were just bamboozled last night. I mean, UConn just blew them out. This game was never close. UConn all the way. So congratulations to the UConn Lady Huskies. They win yet another national title, and they win it 93-60. Congratulations to the Huskies and their great fans. Okay, over to the NBA we go last night, where the Knicks continue their winning ways. The Knicks beat Washington. The Knicks are on absolute fire. They cannot be stopped. They cannot lose right now, the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks are just on absolute fire. 13 in a row for the Knicks. And before this winning streak, the Knicks was stumbling and bumbling. They had a few injuries. Amari Stoudemire went out. Chandler was hurt. Melo was banged up. Well, they are on absolute fire now, and Carmelo Anthony playing spectacular. Also last night, Oklahoma City went into Utah and beat the Jazz. Big win for Oklahoma City. They're only a half a game behind the Spurs for top spot in the West. Bad loss for the Jazz. They now fall a half a game behind the Lakers because the Lakers at home beat New Orleans. Now, the Lakers weren't impressive last night, but they did get the job done. They did beat New Orleans, and they do jump Utah for the time being. The Lakers do have to make up 1 game. They play that game tonight in Portland. Very important game for the Lakers. Right now, the Lakers are the 8th seed. Over to the NHL we go. The Islanders beat Philadelphia. How good are the Islanders playing? They are playing really well. They're looking more and more like a playoff team. Philly looks like they're finished. Washington beat Montreal. Unbelievable the turnaround Washington has had in just a couple weeks. I thought they were done. Here they are leading their division. They beat Montreal last night. Chicago beat Minnesota. Winnipeg beat Buffalo. Buffalo's basically done. Winnipeg, big win for them. They're only 2 points behind Washington for the division. It's funny. The winner of that division is going to not only make the playoffs, they're going to be the 3 seed because they're a division winner. The loser could miss the playoffs completely. That's how important that race is. Right now, Washington 2 points up on Winnipeg. Also, Tampa Bay beat Ottawa. Ottawa is starting to free fall. Ottawa only 2 points up for a playoff spot. Remember, they were like 12 points ahead just a couple of weeks ago. All the injuries are starting to catch up to them, so look out for Ottawa. They are starting to free fall. They've lost 5 in a row. Maybe they can hang on. Over to your Major League Baseball last night. Detroit beat Toronto. Cabrera with a home run. Washington beat the White Sox. Washington looks like one of the best teams in baseball. Texas beat Tampa Bay. St. Louis beat Cincinnati. Oakland beat the Angels. Angels really struggling. Jared Weaver out at least a month. He has a fracture in his elbow. That's not good at all. Oakland looks like a good team. San Francisco beats Colorado. Yankees beat Cleveland. Philadelphia actually gets a win. They beat the Mets. Ryan Howard with a home run. And Atlanta wins again. What else is new? Atlanta is right there for one of the best teams in baseball. I really like what I see from the Braves. So that's kind of some of the doings from last night. Let's go over to our NBA State of the Union. I mean, the NBA is coming down to the home stretch here. I mean, we are less than a week away from the end of the regular season in the NBA. Hard to believe we're going to be in the playoffs soon. Teams got to start making their move now, for positioning, to make the playoffs, all that kind of stuff. All right, let's start in the NBA West. 15-1, here we go. Number 15, Phoenix. They are 23-55. This will be the second worst team in Phoenix Suns history. They're not going to be the worst team, but they're going to be the second worst team in Suns history. Number 14, Sacramento, 27-50. Will they stay in Seattle? Will they go to Seattle? Will they stay in Sacramento? That decision should come any day. I mean, I can't believe it's dragged on this long. Seattle or Sacramento, we should know very shortly. Number 13, New Orleans, 27-51. One road win since February. Do I need to say any more? Number 12, Minnesota, 29-48. Had their first winning streak since December. First winning streak since December. That's how bad of a season the Wolves have had. Rick Adelman did win his 1,000th game. Number 11, Portland, 33-44. Soft. Even softer on the road. Very disappointing in Portland. I mean, I am very disappointed in them. 11 games under 500. They have better talent than that. Number 10, Dallas, 38-39. They are not making the playoffs. They're one game under 500. Maybe they get to 500 and they're able to shave their beards. I mean, if they got to 500, they said they were going to shave their beards. At this point, who cares? They're not going to make the playoffs. Very down year for Dallas. Number 9, Utah, 41-38. They had the big win against Golden State, but then they lost at to Oklahoma City last night at home. Utah right now on the outside looking in. They need the Lakers to lose a game. Those would be your teams out of the playoffs right now. Here are your top 8. Lakers at number 8, 41-37. They beat New Orleans last night. Didn't look impressive. They did get the win. Lakers, huge game in Portland tonight. That's the extra game the Lakers have to play to make up the even schedule with Utah. Lakers in Portland tonight. Lakers are not a good road team. They could very easily lose this game. Remember, Utah has the tiebreakers. Lakers lose tonight. Utah jumps ahead of them again. Number 7, Houston. They are 44-34. Nice year for Houston. Harden's been playing out of his mind. He's been playing great. I mean, Houston's an exciting team. I don't think they could go too far in the playoffs, though. Number 6, Golden State, 45-33. They're another one. They're a playoff team, but they're going to go out quickly. They can play good at home. They can't beat anyone good on the road. Number 5, Memphis, 53-25. Gasol is healthy. We'll see if Memphis can improve their seeding. Right now, they're the 5th seed. That's not where you want to be. Number 4, the Clippers, 51-26. First time ever they've swept the Lakers. Clippers are definitely a threat to get out of the West. They're one of the better teams. I thought they'd be a little better than this. I thought they'd be at the top of the Western Conference. They're kind of, in the 4th spot right now. I still think the Clippers are a threat. Number 3, Denver, 53-24. Gallinari out for the year. That's a terrible blow. Plus, Lawson is hurt. They should get him back, but losing Gallinari is a big, big loss. Now, Denver's a deep team, but still, you can't afford to lose Gallinari. That kills Denver's chances of doing anything major in the playoffs. Number 2, Oklahoma City, 57-21. They did beat Utah on the road last night. They are a half a game behind San Antonio for top spot in the West. Let's see if they can catch them. Number 1, San Antonio, 57-20, hanging on to that top seed in the West. Ginobili out the rest of the regular season. We'll see when and if he gets back for the playoffs. I think he will get back. We'll see if he gets back for the start of the playoffs. May miss some playoff time. That's not a good sign. Parker also ailing. I mean, he's been banged up. They like to sit Duncan a lot. Spurs still have a lot of age on them, a lot of injuries. I don't love the Spurs in the playoffs, but they are hanging on to the top seed right now. That's your Western Conference. Over to the Eastern Conference we go. Number 15, Charlotte, 18-16. Will Michael Jordan ever build a somewhat decent team in Charlotte? Can he prove he's a decent executive, Michael Jordan? So far, he's been one of the worst executives in NBA history. Number 14, Orlando, 19-59. I mean, Jacques Vaughn of Orlando. Here's the quote from him. Now remember, Orlando's 19-59. Jacques Vaughn of Orlando. Here's his quote. Team is going in the right direction. Team is going in the right direction, 19-59. Number 13, Cleveland, 24-53. I mean, they won back-to-back games for the first time since February. I do like Irving. Maybe they get a nice, another nice high draft pick. I mean, maybe Cleveland can do something in the future. I do like Irving. Number 12, Detroit, 26-52. One win in their last 8 at home. They've fallen completely apart. Number 11, Washington, 29-49. Wall is good. Beal is also good, although he is injured. I think Washington is not as bad as some of the real bad teams in the league. They do have some things to work around. They're going to get another high draft pick as well. I do like Wall. I do like Beal. Number 10, Toronto, 30-48. They fell apart. When they traded for Rudy Gay, they started to play well. They absolutely fell apart. Rudy Gay got hurt. He's not playing well at all either. Toronto, a complete freefall. Number 9, Philadelphia, 31-46. Didn't have Andrew Bynum for one game this year. Made a major trade in the offseason. Gave up 2 good players to get Bynum. Bynum doesn't play one game. Now he's a free agent. What in the world do you do if you're Philadelphia? Doug Collins, I don't want to be you. All right, those would be your teams out of the playoffs right now. Here are your top 8. Number 8, Milwaukee. They're 37-40. They are in a 5-2 funk. What in the world is going on with Milwaukee? They were playing decent ball there in the last 15 games, gone absolutely in the tank. They're going to play Miami in the first round. That means they're going to get swept in the first round. Number 7, Boston, 40-37. Rondo out for the year. KG banged up. I'll tell you what would be interesting, and right now, that's the matchup in the first round. Boston and the Knicks. Now, I think the Knicks would beat them, but that would be a heck of a first-round matchup. That's what we're looking at right now. Number 6, Atlanta, 42-36. They have 7 wins, Atlanta, when they're trailing in the last minute. That's a very nice stat. 7 wins when they're trailing in the last minute. I like Horford, I like Smith. Still, Atlanta, to me, is one of those middle-of-the-pack Eastern Conference teams. They can beat the bottom teams, can't beat the elite. Number 5, Chicago, 42-35. Looks like Derrick Rose will not play the rest of the year. They really need him. Without him, they're probably going to go out in the first round. Number 4, Brooklyn, 45-32. Brooklyn is another one of these teams. They can beat the bad to mediocre teams. They cannot beat the elite teams at all. They can't even beat the elite teams at home. I do like Brooklyn's team. They're not going to be able to beat Miami or the Knicks or Indiana, none of those teams. Number 3, Indiana, 49-29. They have lost the 2 seed now. They are going to be the 3 seed Indiana. That's very important because the Knicks are now the 2 seed. If they meet in the second round, which I think they will, Knicks have home court. I would favor the Knicks over Indiana because of that reason. So Indiana not playing great recently. Couple that with the Knicks playing great. Indiana loses the 2 seed. They will be the 3. Number 2, the Knicks, 51-26. On fire, won 13 in a row. Melo playing out of his mind. They are a solid 2 seed. Very important, just like I said. If they meet Indiana, they will have home court. I like the Knicks against anyone in the East except Miami. Number 1, Miami, 61-16. They're the best team in the NBA. They were last year. They are this year. Only an injury can derail them at this point. So that's kind of where you are in the NBA. There's only a few games to go. What is there, like 4 or 5 games to go in the NBA season? We are less than a week away from the end of the NBA regular season, so it's very important for seeding. Very important in the West. Utah and the Lakers battling it out right now. Right now, the Lakers have a slight edge. They got to make up a game tonight in Portland. That won't be easy for the Lakers. They play terrible on the road. Lakers have a tougher schedule than the Jazz. Jazz have the tiebreaker. Very interesting to see who gets that 8 seed. Very interesting to see who gets the top seed in the West, too, San Antonio or Oklahoma City. All right, as far as tonight, Wednesday, what to watch? What do we got on the docket for tonight? As far as your NBA, Brooklyn at Boston, very nice game. Lakers at Portland, very important game for the Lakers. Lakers cannot afford any slip-ups. They can't afford to lose any games, the Lakers. They have no tiebreakers with Utah. They're hanging on by a thread. Can't afford to lay a dud against Portland. Now, Portland's decent at home, but come on, they're a soft team. Lakers should beat them. I mean, but I wouldn't count on it. I mean, it's not set in stone that they win this game tonight. Also tonight, San Antonio at Denver, very important. San Antonio half game ahead of Oklahoma City for that top spot. We'll see how Denver is now without Gallinari. Lawson not in the lineup. Denver is at home where they've been unstoppable. I think Tony Parker will play tonight for the Spurs. Ginobili, of course, is out until the start of the playoffs. Of course, you got all your Major League Baseball tonight. You're going to have baseball, every day for the next 6 months. Over to your NHL tonight. Boston at New Jersey. New Jersey, I mean, come on. It's now or never, New Jersey. Are you going to start to win any games? New Jersey has to put something together. It won't be easy tonight against the Bruins. I mean, the Bruins are a tough, nasty team. Jersey, got to get the job done tonight at home. Find a way. Also tonight, huge game. Toronto at the Rangers. This is a home and home. I like when they play the home and home series without a day off. Now, the Rangers in Toronto played on Monday in Toronto. I would like to see them, have played. I would have liked to see them played yesterday, Tuesday. No off day, back to back. You switch cities. I like that. They did have an off day here, but this is a home and home. Very important game for the Rangers tonight. Rangers can't afford to stumble either. Right now they're in the playoffs. Can't afford to stumble, the Rangers. Very important game at Madison Square Garden tonight. So you got some stuff tonight. You got some hockey, Boston, New Jersey, Toronto Rangers, 2 important games. You got some basketball, Brooklyn, Boston, Lakers, Portland, San Antonio, Denver. And, of course, you got all your baseball. So you got some stuff tonight to watch. All right, tomorrow, Thursday, we'll do our Major League Baseball State of the Union, our first one of the year. Friday, I'll preview what's coming up over the weekend, throw in a few movies for you. You guys, thanks for the support as always. Thanks for tuning in. You guys stay safe. Enjoy all the games tonight. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, Thursday. Take care.